Welcome to the Ultimate Premier League Forwards Tournament. Now, you might be thinking, what is this? But it's a very simple game, guys. Okay. I got Sharky on my left, Fuad on my right, and I thought, you know what, this could be potentially be a series. Okay. And I thought, let me get you two, because I think I trust you guys, especially when it comes to the forwards. I feel like you got an eye. Maybe you as well for STSFC.
Do you? Because I like Harry Kane a lot, and you don't like that. So
yeah, but I like Rooney. I like Van Persie.
I like them too.
I like Van Nistelrooy.
I like them too.
I like him. Yeah. I like him a lot.
You know what I mean? Okay. I still got to appreciate him for some strikers. Okay. Maybe not Harry Kane as much.
Okay.
But listen, the way it's going to work is I've got a list of names. I've put together 16 Premier League forwards that are arguably the greatest. There may be one or two question marks on the exclusions, maybe possibly, but I can only fit 16 names in this. Sure. So essentially what it is a tournament bracket. Essentially pick out random names out of a hat. They're going to go up against each other, and then you guys have to decide who goes through.
Wow.
I like this.
So it's going to start with round 16 and then work our way up to the final. Wow. And then we'll determine who is the ultimate, undisputed, greatest Premier League forward ever.
Someone might be a victim of the matchup they have early 100%. And not survive as long as they should.
You know what's going to happen. You know what's happening.
And the reason why I actually did this, because obviously there was the whole debate about Mo Salah. Where does he rank amongst the greatest? And I said, you know what? We're going to make them go head to head.
He's so it's forwards.
It's forwards. It's forwards. Not just strikers.
Okay. I thought it was just number 9.
Yeah, not just number 9. It's not
that makes it a little bit different.
There'll be wingers involved in this as well. So, who wants to go first for the first matchup?
First name out the hat.
This is the first name out the hat.
Who we got?
We have. What a start. Cristiano Ronaldo.
So it's Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo.
I already feel sorry for whoever this is going to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, it could be a big name.
I am sorry. I am really, really sorry.
Who are you sorry to, though?
It's Thierry Henry.
That is crazy.
Oh my
days. Listen, that's insane.
You can't start this anymore.
Listen, we got to decide. First, why do you guys decide? I'm going to write it down. Right. So we got.
You're telling me Ronaldo's getting first rounded?
I can't.
Nah, listen, you got to be careful here.
Nah, this is insane. This is a setup.
Because Cristiano, price, you know?
You're talking the only...
Yeah, what the hell?
You're talking one of 2 Ballon d'Or winners, and then you're talking about arguably the greatest player in Premier League history. I mean, what do you do? Do you go for peak? Do you go for longevity? Do you go for consistency?
I mean, if we're picking the best footballers,
so hard to overlook.
If we're picking best footballers, it's one person. If we're picking Premier League legacy, Premier League best attackers, which we're doing...
So what's the title of this video?
The Ultimate Premier League Forwards Tournament.
See, that doesn't make it any easier. We got the signed shirt in the back. Is that a sign?
I don't know.
I'll be so real. I'm finding it hard to overlook Henry. As much as I love Ronaldo, I feel like Henry has a longevity. He has the moments. He has records. He has the PFA Player of the Years. Like, this is a standard bearer for this league. We're 20 years past his time, and we still struggle to say that there's a player genuinely greater than Thierry Henry in the Premier League.
I agree with you, but I don't think he's had a peak season.
He hasn't.
I think that peak
depends. All comps are in the league, because I think he had the season where we didn't win the league. Actually, in between the two, we had a double in 02, then we had the Invincibles in 04. The one in between, when Van Nistelrooy was unbelievable, he won the league. That's when he had the 2020 season. It was insane.
Yeah.
I think as an individual season for him, I think that was the best season. And got Invincible after that.
And mind you, that's a record that still hasn't been surpassed to this day. And that's a forward that set a record, usually held by midfielders or creative players.
Yeah. And you're going off like big moments, like Invincible season, Anfield, you know. I mean,
but I'm just saying, he's the only one probably on this list. Is the only one on this list that's got a Ballon d'Or, who scored 42 goals in a season, all comps, won the Premier League and Champions League double. That 3-year stretch was a three-peat where he was basically the spearheaded us through that period. So you got that angle. I know in terms of longevity, yes, 100%, but I feel like Ronaldo's got the best peak period out of any player you could argue.
It is hard to disagree with that.
It's what you value more at the end of the day, ultimately. And I'm going to leave it to you two to discuss, and then I'll only intervene if it becomes a deadlock.
Please, I know I started this apologising to whoever I was going to pull out this hat, but now I'm apologising to Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm sorry, brother. I can't do it.
It's crazy, guys. Ronaldo got first rounded. That's crazy.
That's insane, bro.
That's insane.
When he said we're picking out of a hat,
that is insane. Okay, no, that's insane. Listen, Fuad.
Should I go first this time?
This is the second match.
Ronaldo probably beat whoever's coming out.
Bro, with ease. Look, who's this now? I mean, I don't know. Alan Shearer, all-time Premier League goal scorer, 260 Premier League goals.
Everyone just a big name.
The first one we have is Alan Shearer.
Oh,
Alan Shearer.
please, Alan Shearer, Alan Shearer, Alan Shearer.
Oh, big vid, man.
Don't do it.
Mohamed Salah.
Alright, these matchups are massive, you know. We got Shearer.
What are you doing? I was expecting a little Teddy Sheringham versus
Salah.
Shearer or something. Yo,
This was mad because you got the all-time goal scorer and the guy who's, you know, pretty much got the most goals contributions in Premier League history. We're talking about a guy that's now is holding pretty much every record there is to exist in the Premier League. You know, scored over 200 goals, over 100 assists.
And the thing is, when you're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo's peak seasons, things like that, this guy came in and broke the record.
Straight away.
Yeah, straight away. And then also, his season he had just now, last season, is the best individual season anyone's ever done in Premier League history.
Ever.
And like I said, he's had multiple similar kind of seasons, but that one was the best.
Yeah.
So his first season was, he came in broke record, and he was a winger. He's always been a winger, but he just came in as a failed winger from earlier Chelsea, Syria,
couple loan spells, yeah.
Come in and broke every striker's goal scoring record straight away in his first season. His most recent season before this one, he's had the best individual season. What about the 7 years in between? He wasn't scrubbing those between seasons as well. In the between seasons, he's always getting above 20 plus goals, multiple.
Yeah.
So he's a joke. Two league titles as well. Obviously, Champions
Also,
League.
he obviously has way more appearances.
What's about Alan
Way
Shearer?
more appearances. The thing is, Shearer also does have the Blackburn Premier League as
Yes.
well, which is sometimes forgotten about as well. I think the goal scorer record as well. I think, bro, there was a time when they were playing, I think, more than 38 Premier League games. He has a dumb record as well. 260. We can't even ignore that. Also, the fact that he was scoring a lot of these goals for clubs that aren't the top teams, like for Newcastle, scoring that many goals in itself is an achievement, bro. Like that's a lot of the reason why so many people rate Harry Kane and things like that. Is the fact that he was at Tottenham doing what he's doing. This guy was doing it at Newcastle, Blackburn, Southampton.
Yeah.
These aren't huge clubs.
But Salah's got 2 Prems as well, and you could argue he's done it. Obviously, his record, if he was to carry on,
the thing is
if you look at the goals to games, he's got a better ratio. If you actually look at it, Salah. So
the way I'm going to look at this shit is there were moments where you could look at Salah and definitively say best player in the league. Definitively say arguably one of the best players in the world. What was the point in which you could say that for Shearer?
probably before my time. Because I know.
I'm sure there would have been a time, but it's the most. But at that time, then how many strikers there were?
That's what I'm saying. There was the Robbie Fowlers, there was the Michael Owens, there was the, you know what I mean? There was
so many. Ian Wright, in the like the late all through the 90s as well, played similar time. Like to the point where England now are after Harry Kane, who's a striker, no one knows.
Yeah.
England in the 90s
spoiled.
Ian Wright didn't go to Euros.
Sheringham.
There were so many players. Les Ferdinand, Sheringham.
Insane the lineup.
Andy Cole has like how many England appearances did Andy Cole have?
Not many.
One? Two?
Not many.
Not many.
Literally one hand.
Yeah.
He was the best. He was the best out of the crop, basically.
Yeah, but I'm saying, there was a lot though. There was a lot, and he still stood out above. And also, that's something to give credit for because there's a lot, and he stood out still above all of them.
Yeah.
It's a tough one because also it's a thing of, look, is it you're going to be a slave to nostalgia or you're going to be a slave to recency bias? What are you going to be? Because whichever one, you're going to lean towards one or the other. Some people are nostalgia merchants, some people are recency bias. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's you lot's choice. It's you lot's decision. Like I said, I'm only getting involved if it's
I love Shearer and I respect the legacy. I respect the record. I respect what he did at those lesser clubs and to get his name to where it is. Unbelievable striker as well. But I can't overlook Salah. And in terms of him being a standard bearer for this league for 8 years, that level of consistency from a wide position as well, putting up numbers like you're a centre forward.
Yeah.
In a team that's also got Mane, Firmino, all of these guys, and he's still looking like the best player by far and away. I'm going Salah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll back it.
Yeah, nah, listen. There you have it, man.
Tough.
It's tough. Listen, that's the whole purpose of this video is to make it tough.
Tough ones.
Listen, them two are going to be out. Sharky, give me the next name for the next matchup.
These aren't easy at all.
It's crazy that we've lost Ronaldo shit this early.
Bro, those should be Final Fours. That should be the Final Four then.
Literally. You could argue,
That should be the Final Four.
That's crazy. We lost two of them.
That's the peak, the record holder, the best player, and the current best player.
Ryan Giggs.
Okay. And then you give me the second name.
I think we may have our first easy round.
Let's see.
It depends on who comes up, you know.
Oh! Sir Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Teammates.
It's teammates as well.
This is an interesting one.
Listen, this one, you could argue Giggsy is probably one of the greatest players to ever
The assist holder in the Premier League.
Yeah, you know.
By a mile, by the way. We've got Kevin De Bruyne, Cesc Fabregas, guys who are genuine greats. Ozil, who've come into the league.
Yeah.
They're not even within 50 of his record. Like, it's so far and away. And you could say longevity, but there's a reason for that longevity. It's the consistency over 20 plus years, reinventing himself consistently.
That's the part that's so important to me because I didn't get to see much of the lightning, young winger that was terrorizing defenders.
Hairy chest
young. But I saw when he evolved into becoming a deep line playmaker, you know, controlling games, dictating games. Like at 41 years old, this guy was bossing Real Madrid. Jose Mourinho's Real Madrid in a Champions League game at age 41.
One of the first players for me to adopt the whole like yoga, sports science, and all this to be able to extend their careers. Him and Maldini for me were the first players of that
era. A couple
era.
more years, you know. He just decided to call it a day.
No.
Actually, the
he
level
signed that right time.
No, but I'm saying the level he was playing at, he could have easily gone another year or two.
Yeah.
But obviously, he just decided to kind of call it quits. But the level he was playing at, you're talking about Modric. There was big names, Khedira and Ozil and Ronaldo on the pitch, and this guy was the best player on the pitch at one point. So, and then you got Van Nistelrooy, of course.
Proper striker, goal scorer, obsessed with scoring goals, doesn't care about nothing else. You hear stories, obviously, with like a young Ronaldo, how I was frustrated by him. A lot of stories about when, obviously, he was playing at Henry and even like a few years before. Like,
that competition.
They must have been checking Telegraph every day. After the game,
notifications on.
I scored 2 today. I'm guys, flip on, we scored 3.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? There's one of them was like he's the greedy goal scorer, which you see, and there's not many of those.
Yeah.
So he loves the art.
What I feel so sorry for Van Nistelrooy for is I feel like he played in an unfortunate period between the two most successful periods of United.
Yeah.
You had the Rooney, Ronaldo era, which came, and then the 99 boys obviously just brought it. And I felt like he was almost the guy that papered over the cracks because you lot should have dropped off way more.
Yeah.
But him in that number 9 position, Scholes was playing like a false 9 just behind him, if you remember. And then you had Button Keane. I thought he carried the club in a period where you lot should have been winning. Was it League Cup you won, I think? FA Cup you won 1 Premier League title.
Won a Premier League title.
But it should have been more, if that makes sense, for what he put down. So he's unfortunate. I felt like he delivered, but the team around him wasn't really the United that you know. So he gets taxed for that a little bit.
2 titles. What year did he join you guys?
2002?
2001.
Off the back of an ACL injury. 2001, but he had the ACL injury, which kept him out for like a whole year.
We won 02.
And then you won
03, and that's it.
And then...
he's only got 1 league title.
4 was us, 5 and 6
and then 5, 6 in Chelsea. He's got 1 league title. He's got 1 league title.
One title. Him also, I think he's very unfortunate to play at the time when Henry was playing. Because I think he had a season where we won the league title, top scorer in the league. Yeah. Also in the Champions League that season, he was top scorer.
He was demonic in the Champions League.
His record in the Champions League is ridiculous as well. Yeah. So I mean, you got
Giggs, man. I'll go for Giggs.
Yeah, I think I'll go for Giggs on this one.
Oh, this is complete, bro. Van Nistelrooy out of it in first round.
I love Ruud, man.
Put some big names in there.
One of my favourite strikers ever.
You put some big names in there. What can we do?
It's going to be interesting how this finishes.
Next name up. Oh, my brother, or shall I say, our brother, Harold Kane.
Hopefully, he gets a good match.
Hey, don't worry, he's winning regardless.
It's like
Bring up.
It's like a.
So this is
Bring me
Kane.
Bukayo Saka.
Don't do that. Matchup though.
Don't say Sergio Aguero.
Drogba.
Didier Drogba.
I knew it. I knew it. The way he was talking, I already kind of knew it. This one's insane, you know. This is a good matchup. This is a good matchup.
Polar Enzo, what do you want?
I'll tell you
value?
why it's a good matchup. This one, consistency when it comes to goal scoring.
Yeah.
Always scoring.
Always.
But doesn't deliver in the big moments.
They're opposite, like you said.
Yeah.
Him, a bit can be inconsistent.
In the league?
But pops up with the most important goals. And his finals record speaks for itself. That goal in the Champions League final,
Champions League,
FA Cups.
League Cups,
League Cups, everything. So
Wembley, loved it.
It depends on what you value more.
Was it 11-11 finals record or 12-12?
Yeah,
Some ridiculous number like that.
Both scored a lot of goals against my club. But that's a tough matchup, honestly. You know how much I love Harry Kane.
Yeah.
I respect Drogba so much. I think he's like the perfect that time, the strike. I think Drogba today would thrive in the Premier. Obviously, Kane would he's just here and he's still playing today. And Kane will come to the Premier and still score 20 plus goals. But Drogba as well. People obviously always talk about from a 4-4-2 to a 4-3-3 because Drogba can.
He's the one
occupy both centre backs. Yeah. But also a part of that is because of Lampard is essentially like another forward. He was just making them late runs. But Drogba's just so good, man. Yeah. And the type of goals he scored, obviously the occasions he loved it. I remember. We're talking about 07 League Cup final.
Yes,
I remember against us, bro. Yeah. Guys, I think he scored both goals that game for Chelsea. It was a joke. Multiple FA Cups. I'm looking at Wembley against Spurs. I forget the big one, big goal against Spurs, Liverpool. Champions League. But obviously Harry Kane for me is the greatest scorer. I think obviously Haaland now, but in terms of the rate of goals, the type of how he strikes a ball as a pure striker. I don't know, man. I'm stumped.
It's a weird one because also Drogba, I always say the 09-10 season was the season where you saw the best version of Drogba, bro. Sure. Like he had a month out with AFCON. I think malaria, he bounced back within 48 hours. Yeah. But he put up some insane numbers and I felt like that was the peak of Drogba. But as you said, he'd always turn up in big moments. And the position change, I think, is massive to everybody playing universally, two strikers, big and little, and he combined it both. He could occupy back fours by himself. It's hard to go against him. With Kane, though, it's like...
He led to titles.
That's the thing. But obviously, at the same time, you got to look at it. Chelsea team was amazing.
With Kane, though, where would Spurs be without Kane?
If Harry Kane's gone to Man City at 26, I always say, look, Haaland, like we said about Salah, Haaland came in, same thing as Salah, first season, broad record, right? That same season, so he broke a record of 36 goals. That same season, Harry Kane had hit 30.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even his first 30-goal season, by the way. Spurs finished 7th that season.
Yeah.
You're telling me if Harry Kane was at City that season, he would have scored 6 more goals?
No, he would. He would for sure.
What I'm saying, so obviously it didn't happen. It's not happened. But what I'm saying is, put Harry Kane in that City team. Even Chelsea obviously was successful because they won multiple league titles those times.
Yeah.
He would, along with the goals doing, he would have titles easily. If Kane gone to Man United, if he'd gone to City, it's just a Spurs thing. He was finishing 7th and getting 30 plus goals. This guy's insane. So I know it's hard to like go. Okay, let's not look at titles
in big moments.
That's what he likes. That's what he likes. But also at the same time, you know, when you're at a team like Spurs. Because the big moments don't come so often.
Yes, it's more pressure.
That's what I was just about to say.
Whereas if you get, Drogba missed the penalty in the Champions League final. It's happened. So it's not like he's not messed up but Chelsea were every year in the FA Cup final or a League Cup final.
Somehow.
So you just think about the ones because he does.
Except for he plays for Spurs and England. They're probably the two most high pressure.
Unfortunate.
And the pressure is so high to win something. Obviously Arsenal as well. I know myself, but that's also another reason. I'm just looking at both of them as strikers.
I think the thing is
this for me is the hardest one today.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Because the thing is with Kane as well is I always feel like that staying at Spurs for too long is actually what is always going to be taxed against him, which is why now when he's at Bayern, I love that he's doing it on the big stage and actually winning stuff. Hopefully now he gets the credit, but if we're talking just a Kane at Spurs, I think in terms of goals, you can't deny that. But in terms of overall game, actually contributing to winning, you can't overlook Drogba. And
that's how I want
to, but it's impossible, bro.
I'm not mad at it.
It's impossible.
I think he should have left Spurs
way earlier, man. And signing that new contract killed him.
His career would look so different.
Yeah.
If he'd gone to Man City at 26,
he would have been.
What he could have left with trebles and whatever.
2 years.
He would have been the guy.
Yeah.
He would have been.
Haaland don't even come.
Yeah, let's go for Drogba.
Go on, Drogba.
Yeah. So
just about.
So Drogba goes through on that one. Yeah. Go on, Fuad. Get the next name up.
Good matchups, man.
You're killing us here.
Some tough matchups.
Right, next man up, we are looking at a legend in Andy Cole. You mentioned him earlier.
Andy Cole. And then
Andrew, mate.
Andrew.
Doesn't like being called Andy. It's Andrew.
Son's playing these days as well in the Championship.
And he is taking on...
Who's he taking on?
Mr. Wayne Rooney.
Oh, another two United players going against each other. That's crazy.
Okay,
so Rooney. All right, so we've got Rooney this time. All right. I think this one might be a bit of a mismatch, even though I have high respect for Andy Cole. I have high respect for him.
He gets his respect.
Yeah.
I think he's constantly the overlooked and underrated player, whether it's in terms of England, United strikers. You remember strikers from the 90s. You look at any Premier League top 10 goal scoring chart, his name is always there.
I think he's still in the top 5 now.
Bro, it's insane the number of goals.
And without penalties, I think.
Just what I was going to say. All the other strikers you can look at, there's a good 10-20% of their goals that come from penalties. This man was doing it. Villa, Newcastle, United. He's done it at multiple clubs as well. And honestly, I always feel like
from Arsenal as well,
unfortunate.
Yeah, he's an Arsenal boy.
What?
He's an Arsenal boy. He's
Arsenal,
Ooh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
He left us for Newcastle.
He's got a son that currently plays Devante.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it's Wayne Rooney. But Mr. Cole, the guy's a legend. He's just suffering from the
overlap of so many great strikers.
It's not even that. It's a lack of PR.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He says it himself.
But also that happens because you don't keep, when your era finishes, when you keep yourself active, either coaching or on TV and that, people still talk about you.
Remember you.
When you disappear,
people forget about you.
They forget
100%.
And I think he's a victim to that. He disappeared too long.
Yeah.
And none of people back in his corner, but
yeah.
I mean, the only thing that he's known for is York and Cole. That's still here. That's a thing now.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it's Wayne Rooney. The guy's a joke.
Yeah, this one I can't lie to you. As much as Andy Cole's a great, it has to be
Rooney.
And I mean, Rooney's self-explanatory. We already know how good Rooney is.
I'm sure we'll discuss him soon.
When it comes to another matchup.
Alrighty ho. We're coming down to the last couple.
I'm gonna give you your one as well, and then so you say your one first.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Bergkamp.
Oi.
And who do you have, Sharky?
The Iceman.
We have an all Arsenal, an all Dutch. Van Persie.
VP. That's a good one. That is a good match. You know what, Sharky, you can start us off with this one because these are two players that you grew up on.
More so on Van Persie. Obviously, Dennis Bergkamp, legend of the club. My entry point to Arsenal, he was still at the club, and being a kid born in the Netherlands, at that point he was the only Dutch player and is such an icon as well. I grew like a not an obsession, but a liking to Dennis Bergkamp more than other players. It wasn't until after he'd left and Henry had left and Fabregas was the one that I liked, but Bergkamp was the first one. You go back, you watch his videos, you see his moments, the big moments, you see what he's done for the Netherlands in the World Cup, the goals against Argentina. He's got the catalogue of goals. And just like the legacy, it was there before even Wenger was there. He wasn't even a Wenger signing. Bruce Rioch brought him in. That's the best thing Bruce Rioch did. It's the only thing he did for us. And I was at the statue unveiling the day he's got his statue unveiled. I think I was like a teenager, 17 years old. It was way before YouTube. Yeah. I went to the Emirates. Yeah. It was the day before. It was on the day of a game. It was before kickoff. Yeah. I couldn't afford a ticket to the game. I just
Was his the first statue? Or was the second?
It was one of the last ones.
The last ones.
Tony Adams was already there. Herb Chapman was already there. Henry was already there. Wenger's the most recent one. Okay. So I didn't even have a ticket to the game. I couldn't afford tickets to the game. So I went to the Emirates to just see the Bergkamp unveiling, to see Bergkamp in person. So that's how much I loved him growing up. Obviously, like I said, I didn't watch his best years, but I watched it back. And then Van Persie was all my teenage and young adulthood of being an Arsenal fan. Another Dutch player that I loved. Suffered with injuries a lot. Barely even played for us. By the time he finally got over the injuries, he finally came to his own. He finally took the lead of his team. He got the armband, number 10. He was already like 27 years old at that point. Yeah. 2 strong seasons, and then he was obviously gone, and then he went to win with you guys. And then obviously, that's what we talk about Van Persie more, because this is a Premier League video. To go and win the Premier League with Man United in this first season like that, to be the top scorer, to do all that stuff. Gave you another season after that, a couple seasons after that as well. But, I mean, look, they're both great. I think there's an obvious answer here, but I love both of them, but Bergkamp's the answer.
Yeah, that 3-year peak for Van Persie was insane. Those last 2 years at Arsenal, and the first year at Man United, very few strikers have even hit that level where they can single-handedly decide a title. But I just think with Bergkamp, there was this air of like quality, this X factor, this thing that you cannot actually quantify unless you watch him on a 90-minute game. And when he came to Arsenal, you got to remember, he came from Syria where he was kind of down in the dumps, not really rated, seen as a flop at Inter Milan. Comes to here and basically reinvents himself, bro. And I always say the players like him, Gianfranco Zola, they're that 9.5, so they don't really get viewed as like out-and-out goal scorers. But if you look at his assist numbers are better than his goal scorer numbs, and people forget that. And he got more out of Henry. He got more out of Vieira. He got more out of all those teammates around him.
Henry says it himself. Yeah.
All of those
And
players
he
who
was
played around
so
him.
much older than them as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people don't realize how, because obviously Henry and Bergkamp were like a duo, that famous 4-4-2.
It's like a good 6-7
kind
years.
of
Yeah.
like a 4-4-2-1-1. Bergkamp was a bit deeper, but there's a big age gap between them.
Huge age gap.
It went close to 10 years.
Yeah. And you look at the role he played in all three of those title wins, he was huge. So if you're talking about even contribution to winning, being consistent, longevity, I have to look at Bergkamp. But in terms of peak, it's like we were saying with Ronaldo earlier. That peak is incredible, but I have to look at the whole body of work. And Dennis Bergkamp for me is just undeniable.
I think he's still, for me, the best Manchester United signing ever. You could argue.
Not ever.
For me, as in like for
over
my
Rooney.
Of modern times.
He signed Rooney for
over Ronaldo.
No, but I think I'm talking in terms of the impact of what he had.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, because
Ronaldo.
He's my favorite signing ever. I swear to you, he's my favorite.
I hear it. There's a lot of emotions United fans have.
We lost the league title on goal difference, right? Man City scored a lot more goals than us that season. We signed him and we win the league in April.
Yeah,
like,
true.
He was a joke of a sign.
Yeah.
You could argue in terms of impact, he's probably arguably one of them.
If I talk about instant impact, then I hear it.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm sorry about Persie.
I think a big part of it is also you stole him from Arsenal.
100%. It was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I couldn't believe it when I saw the news.
The little boy inside him as well.
It was mental.
To say that as well is crazy.
Insane.
Insane. Listen, next one. This is the last matchup, so it's the last two names.
Right.
Let's see.
Go on, Sharky. You can open this one up first.
I can already see the O at the end. So I'm going to guess this is Aguero. And it is Sergio Kun.
Good matchup.
I'm trying to think what names are left.
Suarez.
This one is a good matchup. The matchup hasn't been actually decent, you know.
Nah.
To be fair.
And to be fair, it would have been it's heavyweight versus heavyweights.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Sergio Aguero might have the single greatest moment in Premier League history with that Aguero.
On Liban's birthday as well, let's add that.
Fair. On your birthday dunking and you taking the title. Fairs, man. Go get your chain back.
Crazy,
but I think the consistency, he's so overlooked.
You know, that's mad. You went into that day going, but with the league on my birthday.
No. Going into it, I already had in my mind conceded that we lost the title because I thought QPR,
they're going to beat QPR. Of course.
Yeah. So I was already pessimistic. I was pessimistic. It was the false hope that the 2 games gave me that made it worse. Because at one point I was convinced I was done. I was celebrating already.
No, now I understand. It's a City, you know. You know, probably food. You know when Villa were 2-0 up against City?
He thought,
and
it's
Liverpool
coming.
winning.
Yeah.
They thought they won the league.
Yeah, 100%.
And then City to come back 3-2.
Nah.
But my one hurts more, bro. Because there's 2 goals in injury time.
Yeah.
And our game finished. So when we finished, we were champions. When we finished, we were champions. When our game finished, we were Premier League champions. Then literally 3 minutes later, we're no longer champions.
That's mad. That's heartbreaking.
That is mental. Because even a draw was enough.
I can't imagine. When even a draw, 2-2 still in the league.
Yeah, we still in the league.
Yeah, my heart. I don't know how my heart would do that.
And then we lose on goal difference as well.
Yeah, they lose on goal difference.
It's crazy, bro. That's
never happened before.
I was going to say that's the only title that's been decided by goal difference, isn't it?
The only time. Yeah. Only time decided on goal difference.
Yeah.
It's mental, bro.
I think, look, Suarez had arguably the greatest individual season, but I think Aguero constantly gets overlooked when you talk about all-timers because the consistency, goals to game ratio, bro. The types of finishes as well. He could finish from any angle, anywhere, no back lift. Yeah. The tightest of angles, right foot, left foot, it didn't matter. He was, even though he was small as well, the way he physically used his size as well, he was an actual unstoppable at times, bro. And he always used to get the odd knock here and there, comes back, picks up exactly where he left off, bro. I can't overlook Aguero.
I was way more scared of Aguero than I was of Suarez.
Yeah.
Same. Suarez didn't have a very good Big Six record, or record in the big games.
Yeah.
Aguero did. And not just that, obviously, you need consistency, and Aguero was there for longer, and he's one of the pillars of Man City and what, you know, that first league title and then beyond, and what the club ended up becoming. I know Pep's a sicko sometimes, and Haaland has come in and replaced him in a way where the goals can't be replaced, but there's still a part of it where he's right, where even though they have Haaland, you can't replace Aguero.
No. Yeah.
It's like it's different,
the embodiment of what he represents.
So I think the answer is Aguero, but Suarez, for the time he was in the Premier League, wow.
If Barcelona was included in this would have been an easier conversation. It would have been an easier conversation, but this is Premier League, so I'm gonna have to cross out Suarez. And now we're going into the quarters. I mean, we don't have to go through every player again, but we'll kind of go through the matchup. So the first matchup in the quarterfinal we have is Henry versus Salah. So you'd have to decide.
This is a matchup I feel like the Twitter timeline have been going back and forth on for the last couple of years. But
what does it take to surpass Henry in terms of, because look, people from all fan bases, you can hate Arsenal the least liked team, but everyone respects Henry. 100%. Everyone loves him. You're a Spurs fan, you're a Man United fan, and you guys will tell me that Henry's still the best Premier League player ever. So he's just got everyone. He's got the streets, he's got everyone. But eventually, someone's going to come and overtake him and legacy or whatever. But what does it take, and has Salah done that?
Salah's done, in my opinion, everything he possibly can in terms of the PFAs, Premier Leagues, goals.
Records. He's got more goals than him, everything. But
there are some things that are
intangibles. And there is flair.
You can't quantify it.
Yeah.
That's, you're born with that.
Yeah, you either have it or you don't.
I can't explain it. It's the thing that makes you fall in love with the player.
He would have done it. Had
Ronaldo.
he stayed,
can you tell viewers who's he? Because he keeps saying he.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm talking about here. I think was the closest player to. He could have overtaken Henry had he played much longer.
Yeah.
But obviously he took his best years to Real Madrid.
Of course.
But he was the only one I feel like potentially could have been there. I mean, you could argue maybe Rooney closest outside of that. Hazard in terms of, you know, when you're looking at aesthetics and, you know,
and that's what it is. It's look,
aesthetics. You don't want to
call it aesthetics or the eye test type thing, but there is a degree of where you have to take that into account of how a player makes you feel when you're watching him. There was a degree of when I watched Henry, bro, and if I was a defender, I'd be shitting myself the night before because I'm like, there's no way I can stop this guy. He can slow the ball down and tell me, come, we'll go 1v1. He can kick it and say, yo, let's get in a foot race. You want to do that? You want to go down the channel and do a little tango over there? We could do 1-2s with Perez. So it's like Henry was there's no way to stop Henry. Whereas Salah, I do think there is a game plan where you can maybe stop him.
I also feel like he's responsible. Obviously, Fergie's United as well, but I think he's a big part of in terms of the way the Premier League is now today. Like, you know, when you talk about branding, marketing, and the fact that millions of people around the world watch the Premier League, it's because of this man. You know, I think it's because of Henry. I think Henry, the branding of the Premier League changed when he came into the league, and that dominance in that Wenger era, the Wenger, obviously Fergie era. I think that was a big part of why the Premier League is, you know, where it's at today. So I think that plays a part.
I'm going Henry personally. I love Salah. And I think, listen, great, but...
What are you saying?
Henry's the right answer. But I just want to know, like, what can Salah... Because he's done everything, like I said, that he could do. You know what? Salah has overachieved his potential.
Yes.
And I always look at footballers and I'm like, they all have a potential bar. And many things contribute and control how far into their potential bar they complete, right? That's why you see people, they're naturally gifted, but they never achieved Pogba, right? So you look at Pogba and De Bruyne. There's a perfect example. I think Pogba and De Bruyne's maximum is the same, ability-wise.
Yeah.
But De Bruyne filled up almost 95 to 100% of his potential bar. That's why he's seen the way he is, and Pogba got to about 60%. And what decides
60 is harsh. I think maybe 70%.
No, but okay, what decides how far into the potential bar you fill up is injuries, if you're unfortunate injuries, decisions you make in terms of transfers. You join the wrong team at the wrong time of your career, or stuff that's out of your control, like the wrong manager walking in that doesn't play your style, the wrong teammates, the wrong environment. There's so many things that are out of your control. Yeah. Like I said, where you go, De Bruyne going to Man City playing under Pep has now made him, because De Bruyne on another world, Chelsea flop, Wolfsburg, can end up, he's a random Belgian guy that was good, but maybe end up playing.
He's a German legend.
I think Salah's one of the few that his potential bar was lower than a lot of players. Right?
Wholeheartedly.
But he overfilled the cup. He's done everything. He just overfilled the cup.
Yeah.
And that's why he's done every record, everything. You look at, he's undeniable. But then there's some things you still look at it and you go, but it's still not better than these man.
Do you know what it is?
But he's achieved he's overfilled it.
Agreed.
He's playing better than I think he's played. I think he's played better than he actually is at football.
You actually put it so
for
perfect.
the last 8 years.
You actually put that so perfectly. In terms of that exceeding what your maximum ability is, I don't think anybody in their right mind, if they watch Salah for the first 7-8 years of his career, even if after the record-breaking season, you wouldn't have seen, he'll keep this up for 8 years. Does that make sense? So as you said, overfilled his cup, and I think that's why he is the guy after Henry.
And I think people are limited
Like,
to just stats. He's not just stats, man. If you actually look at his catalogue of goals, he scored ridiculous goals, outside box, solo goals, chips, free kicks. You name it, he's done everything. It's just that people have tried to put him in a box. And every time they've tried to put him in a box, he's escaped from it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? He's escaped.
When they said he's just a goal scorer, he said, watch me get my playmaking back.
They said Mane was better than him. Mane left. He had an even better season last season than he's ever had. And he brought them the trophy. Before, like, the only trophy they ever had in the Premier League history was with him, Mane, for me. That's an iconic team.
Yes.
And they've just missed out on other league seasons. And then they're mostly pretty much all gone. Firmino's not there, Mane's not there. You know,
Hendo's gone, all of them. Yeah.
And last season, he had his best individual season. And he brought them a title.
Yeah.
And he keeps doing it. And unfortunately...
They said he was too selfish, remember?
When
into his playmaking.
His numbers are crazy. But
it's sad to cut him off, but I mean, the matchup is against Henry, so that one I feel like it has to be Henry. Next one, Giggs versus Drogba. I feel like this one's a bit of a mismatch, not in a disrespectful way, but I just feel like Giggsy in terms of legacy.
Big respect.
Yeah, I'd say big respect to Drogba there. What do you say?
My boy, man. It's my guy. I played with him.
Yeah, he actually did.
Big respect.
It's Henry as well. Played with and against him. Like I've got.
Who's the better teammate?
That's why you got me hearing it because I got experience.
You played with them.
I played with legends. So
what about Giggs? You played with him?
No, never actually. Never had a chance.
Roger Giggs.
Never got a chance. But yeah, the answer's obviously Giggs. Drogba was a great player, but Giggs is legend.
I'm gonna cross out Drogba.
Yeah. This is a good one.
Next one. This one's good. Wayne Rooney versus Dennis Bergkamp. Again, not even on a bias thing. I do slightly feel this is a mismatch.
I can't lie, I hear it still. And I love Bergkamp. Fellow Dutchman. Big respect to Dennis.
You're both the Dutchman.
No, here's the thing. Yeah. We were talking about the kind of 9.5s before, and I feel like Rooney perfectly falls into that category. The difference I feel is Rooney has that devastation where he's got the creativity and can link up play and can make other players better as well. But if you need me, I can shave my head, go into that number 9 role, and score you 40 goals in a season as well.
You know what's crazy about Rooney, bro? And I think it's a trait that's dying in football, and we don't see it enough now in today's game. Is when things are not going well or the game's dire and things are not working and there's a
grab the
lack
game by the
of,
scruff of the neck.
he will literally say, "Give me the ball." Okay, cool. You're not giving me the ball. I'll come into midfield.
I can't lie.
I'll come into the 6, collect the ball myself, drag it all the way up the pitch.
We say that now, but I remember at the time it was a frustrating point because it was like, you're Rooney. If you just stay in the box, you can get 40 goals easily. But sometimes because he wants to play for the team, he
doesn't
wants
like
to press.
playing up front, though.
And that's the thing.
He said it himself.
It's like he just wants to be a street footballer. And it's like, nah. I feel like when Fergie actually did tell him, don't leave that box, that for me was my favourite version of Rooney.
Yeah.
But I understand that he does play for the team above and beyond. And I've always loved that about him.
I feel like you could put him centre back, left back, right
Facts.
back, left, and you saw it left wing, centre mid, behind the striker, up
Complete
top. Like
baller.
he could play everywhere pretty much.
I agree. I agree.
Unbelievable footballer.
I agree. It's Wayne Rooney for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's Wayne Rooney.
So I'm gonna cross out Bergkamp and then that's it. Oh, good. Okay, so
look, what you did? What? You did 14 instead of 16. So now you got uneven numbers.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait, 3, yeah.
So like now,
You said 16 names and you
how
only
can we
went
do
your team.
Henry Giggs?
I missed out thing. All right, cool.
He messed up his whole video.
No. It's fine.
wait.
No, I thought I did it right. It's the semi-final.
So we got Henry.
It's Rooney, it's right.
Oh, okay,
You bugged.
okay.
It's the semi-finals. Yeah, look, they tried to tell me, hey, you bug out for a second.
No, but how come Aguero never had a matchup here then?
Yeah.
Because it was just Giggs versus Rooney. We did Henry versus.
No, because we did that. We crossed them out. Remember, they played against each other, no?
Yeah, but look, we just had now.
Henry v Salah.
Versus Salah.
Then you had Giggs v Drogba.
Giggs versus Drogba.
Then you had Rooney versus Bergkamp. And it was going to be Aguero who?
Let me see if I've got a couple more names there.
But also at the same time, you've got 4 names left. So we've got semi-final now.
We got a semi-final. We got a semi-final.
It still kind of works out.
Wait.
Do you know what it is?
Wait.
Okay, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why now. I'll tell you why Aguero gets through. Because he had the greatest moments, so he got a pass. He got a bypass.
He just skipped the quarterfinal.
Yo, Aguero got a bye. Basically, to the
Aguero got a bye to the semis.
1, 2, 3,
No,
4.
I'm trying to figure out how that worked.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 14. That's
Yeah,
right.
you had 14 names, bro.
Oh, so I was meant to have one more matchup.
Yeah, from the start.
Oh,
and Aguero's meant to face that.
Okay.
Aguero's through now, but he's not faced one. That's why. So I was still right.
All right, cool.
So it was meant to be another matchup here, then Aguero takes on that person.
No, don't add names now. Don't add names now. Aguero gets the bye.
I like this
Aguero get a bye.
what it does now, I can throw a wildcard matchup in there. And he goes against a wildcard matchup. So
That's a wildcard.
Do you know what I say? Do you know what I say? Do you know what I said? Wildcard matchup.
what do you say?
I think Haaland should be in there, and then someone that's just gone out faces Haaland.
You think so?
Yeah, so they get a second shot. And I say Salah.
I want to give Salah.
Haaland and Salah. And the winner faces
But then whoever wins that, there's now.
faces Aguero.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm putting Salah. Salah beats Haaland.
Should we do that?
Now Haaland's out.
Or
So
you
now
can
it's
get a whole
Salah versus
Or
Aguero.
I could do a whole new matchup.
Which
Because
would
there's
be-
two
what would it-
names we ain't spoken about.
Go on, what would it be?
Haaland versus Hazard. Goal
I'm
scorer.
going Haaland straight away. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, I'll go Haaland
I'm
over
going
Hazard.
Haaland straight away.
In terms of
That's not even a competition.
numbers, goals, titles,
Impact.
impact.
Aura. Hazard's
Not as a footballer, maybe not as a
Hazard's
footballer,
quality.
obviously,
I think
but-
his best
How about
season was
Haaland,
last
Torres?
year, probably.
Go Haaland.
Yeah.
So, alright, let's
Haaland versus
alright,
Aguero.
guys, we're just gonna put Haaland.
Haaland versus Aguero now.
I feel like it has to be versus Hazard. I think he's the last name that I feel
Yeah.
like when you talk about greatest,
Yeah.
he has
sure.
to be in there. So, I mean, this is the last matchup in itself. So we're saying Hazard. We're not going to discuss you.
Big
I'm sorry,
respect.
brother.
No, Hazard
Well,
deserves a
big
discussion,
respect.
but right now we've been going for a long time. One
Yes,
semi-final.
Yes.
I
So-
think Haaland wins this one,
Okay.
and then
And
go
now
for
it's
the Man
Haaland v
City
Aguero.
matchup. This is a Man City.
Now
fan
this is
zone.
okay. So now this is a good
This was
matchup.
annoying because City fans, I think, will say Aguero still.
I
Haaland's
would
numbers
say Aguero still.
Yeah.
I would say Aguero still. Aguero
Still,
is,
yeah. I think he
Haaland's
will overtake him
numbers
at
are
some point.
freakier,
But Aguero, yeah.
but I think Aguero just gives
For
him
now,
that
for now.
assurity
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
you know what you're
But
getting.
then you
with
could
Aguero.
argue he's got a record, right?
He does.
His good numbers in terms of he's quickest to reach 100 goals. His goals to games is stupid for Man City and in the Premier League right
In terms
now.
of
It was
pure
the same
finishing.
thing though with Salah. That's
Yeah.
why Henry beat him.
But that's the thing. Numbers are good. Numbers are great, and it's devastating. But Aguero is all round better,
So you're
in
not
my
saying
opinion.
Aguero?
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
Aguero.
I'll lean towards Aguero.
Okay.
So we're here anyways.
So we're here now. No, we got there. We got there. No, which is good. No, it's good because then
We
they
finalised it.
might have said, why did we not
Yeah,
include
yeah,
these
yeah,
two?
yeah.
So now that
Okay.
we've got them there,
True.
the matchup still
True.
that's the same anyway. So
I know where this
Semi-finals.
is going.
semi-finals.
I know where this is going.
Henry versus Giggs. That's our first semi-final. Loki.
Low Kirklandly. This is not even a discussion.
This is not a discussion.
You know, I'm
Not a
happy because obviously the draws could have gone anywhere we wanted to because we picked
Yeah.
it out, and there's been some soldiers that have fallen early, like Ronaldo and that, which I think deserve better,
Shearer,
but unfortunately,
yeah.
it's how the Shearer, etc. But I wanted one specific final, and I would have been gutted if that final happened earlier. And I was like, this is fun. So I'm happy the final's still on the cards. So to keep it on the cards, Henry's got to go above Giggs.
Okay, and you're saying the same?
100%.
Okay.
It is
So
not a
Henry
big
goes through
conversation.
to the final. So that's our first finalist, Thierry Henry. And then a second semi-final match. This one is big. This is massive. Wayne Rooney versus Sergio Aguero.
This is the 2010s personified.
Yeah, literally. The two best you could argue during
Bro.
that period. Yeah, go on.
I cannot
guys
lie
can
to
start.
you. As much as I love Aguero, I can't put him above Rooney.
Facts.
Rooney is just the all-encompassing. When we say jack of all trades,
Yeah.
master of all, that's the dude I look at. You were talking about he could play any position. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't have any holes in his game. And honestly, I just think he was a special player, bro. Special
Yeah.
player. And whenever I think about the greatest Premier League strikers, his name is always one of the first three to my head. Aguero, as great as
saying
he is,
Mount Rushmore
we're
for
talking
Premier League?
about Haaland potentially overtaking him.
Who?
Mount Rushmore for Premier League? Wayne
Well,
Rooney?
yeah.
100%.
I think we even had that conversation, and he was a strong contender in that. But yeah, I'm going Rooney.
So you're saying the same as
Yeah,
well?
this is the final I wanted.
So, okay, so Aguero's out.
And I'll be real with
we
you.
have our final.
This is
So-
a fitting one. It's a fitting final.
That guy on TikTok. No, the black guy, Karen Hands. This guy. No, Karen Hands.
Nah, I've seen it. I don't know the name of it though.
No,
but
this guy.
He's got
what's
that
the
on
name? Well, how do
speed
you know
dial.
the name though?
This guy.
Yeah, the
Oh,
guy.
that's Ilias.
But you know, he's everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere.
When I see this, the final.
Those eyes, man.
Listen,
No,
Final I wanted.
this is
good
it.
final.
I would have been gutted if they faced each other early.
Nah, this is a good final.
Final
Thierry
wanted.
Henry versus Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm a Man United fan. I don't want to be biased in this. Obviously, I know you're Arsenal, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll come to a fair
This is fun, I want it,
conclusion.
yeah.
But What are we saying, guys? Because this is tough, man.
Two different type of strikers. Yeah. One is, as we were saying, kind of more nine of half, jack of all trades, can do it all, whereas Henry is kind of more of wide man, centre forward. I think Henry, for me, is just the personification of the close. Maybe it's the nostalgia of, but there's also nostalgia attached to Rooney. Rooney is like a PlayStation footballer. Henry is like the perfect footballer.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can describe it. Like, if I wanted to have fun and see someone destroy and Crash Bandicoot football, Wayne Rooney was the guy.
That's actually a good description. I can't lie. Yeah.
But if I want to see a team get sliced, carved, and put to the sword, and then have an arrogant face at the end of it, just looking at me like a movie villain, that's Thierry Henry. Wow. And I look at it and I'm like, bro, I swear to you, Henry just gave me chills growing up, bro. To this day, I struggle to put anyone above him. I mean, I love Rooney.
It's tough, man. Because for me, I look at Rooney as the face of the Premier League, but I look at Henry as the best player to play the Premier League. So it's weird. Yeah. That's the best. It's the best English player versus the best foreign player.
Fact.
That's what it is, you know. And it's the final I wanted. I'm glad if they faced each other early in here, I would have been devastated. But this is the right final, I think.
Rooney made his debut against Henry as well, slamming that goal.
Scored,
and then also, like, you have to remember, a Scouse lad that moved to Manchester United, you know, scored in his debut in the Champions League, 18 years old. You know,
hat-trick, no?
Yeah, hat-trick, yeah. Against Fenerbahce on his first game in the Champions League. You know, went on to become Manchester United all-time leading goal scorer, English leading all-time goal scorer. Won multiple Premier League titles. Champions League, was a big game player, had big moments. You know, even when we were poor, he was still our best player and having big moments and carrying us during that period after Ronaldo left. It was 3-4 years before Van Persie arrived. He was carrying, you know, and still delivering titles.
Listen,
so
and I know one of the usual...
And then you got Henry, of course.
But the usual slight against Henry is like, oh, he's got no goals in finals or whatever. But if you look at a lot of those finals Arsenal got to, or France got to, go and look at the semi-final. Go and look at the quarterfinal. Go and look at throughout the whole tournament. Euro 2000, he was player of the tournament.
Yeah.
98, he was quality throughout the tournament. You look at a lot of the FA Cup finals they got to.
Even the Champions League, they lost.
Leading it,
even the
Champions League when they were getting to the final, the whole path on the way there, Thierry Henry's leaving his fingerprints on it. So I always feel like that is one of those lines that it's a cheap, tacky line to use against Henry. Yeah. In actual fact, if you look beyond the finals and how they got there, Henry played a huge part in it, bro. So the fact that he always gets taxed by that, I don't know what holes he has, but for me, Henry is just the GOAT. And I still haven't seen anyone who dislodges him as the GOAT.
I mean, he put it perfectly. It's the best export versus, you know, the best
British player
against each other. I don't think there is really and truly a wrong answer. It comes down to preference.
Yeah.
If you prefer, you know, like what you said earlier in terms of someone that can carve teams open and, you know, aesthetically just, you know, entertaining to watch, then it's Henry. If you want someone that's just, like you said, problem, devastation, you know, havoc, it's Wayne Rooney. But then also technically very gifted as well. You know, his goal against goals as well.
His goal against Newcastle to this day is top 3 favourite goals ever.
The one he banged it.
Bro,
he was angry.
Arguing with a ref, took that anger and said, you know what? Give me the fucking ball.
About Henry's free kick where he was talking to the ref as well.
Yeah.
Is it enough?
Is it enough?
Bro, these things go bad for bad.
Yeah. So I think for me, Mars, obviously Henry, bit of bias, but also at the same time, I think people unanimously agree that he's the best Premier League player ever. But I'm glad Rooney was in the final, because if it's not Henry, it's Wayne Rooney for me.
Worthy opponent.
Yeah.
So you're saying Henry as well?
Henry as well.
I mean, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it.
Big H.
And there you have it. So it's Thierry Henry is the greatest.
And he had to look at his run. You know, the Champions League was hard group. He had Ronaldo in the first round. He had Salah in the next round. Yeah. Then he had quarterfinal. Then he had Ryan Giggs.
Yeah.
Then he had Rooney.
Yeah. That's a crazy run.
That's a crazy run.
That's a crazy run.
That's Chelsea 2021.
That's a crazy run. So respect to Henry, bro.
But look, there you have it. We've
Cream
decided
rises.
who is the undisputed greatest forward in Premier League history. And the winner is, for us anyway, is Thierry Henry. Yes. I mean, if you guys enjoyed it, you know, this could be a series potentially. Maybe we could do for midfielders. We could do centre backs as well. Goalkeepers.
That'd be interesting, because I think Henry's a lot of people say Henry, but if you go positions to in different positions, there is no midfielders would be interesting.
Yes, it would be,
because some people like different midfielders. Who is the number one?
Yeah.
we'll get some tough matchups in there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And listen,
and you do 6-8-10s, just all midfielders. It's like you hit all forwards, just do all midfielders.
Yeah, no, I might get you guys back for that one.
Hey,
I might make it
like
serious. If you guys like it, let us know in the comments. If you agree or disagree with any of the matchup results, who went through and whatnot, let us know in the comments as well. And until next time, peace.